Excited that you're all here. I'm excited that you're in the room. I'm pumped. I want you to come in the room, say hello, say hello. All right, because a lot of people are in here. You're a high performer, but you're in survival mode. You're begging for the vacation, but when you're on the vacation, you're checking the emails. When you're off, you're still on. Survival mode is exactly how do you make it work? How do you make everything come together? How do you get out of survival mode so that you can thrive? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, how do you get out of survival mode so that you can thrive, so that you can make it work? All right. And how do you start making money with no social media following? How do you start gaining experience when you don't even know where the front is? I don't know if I like these, y'all. I was dead in this one. All right. So where do you begin? What does it look like for you? How do you understand? Where do you start to where you're going? How do you make a move so that you can get in a place of you're out of survival mode, you want to get out of survival mode and you really want to get into thriving. You've been doing the same thing for so long. You don't even know how to, hey, welcome to the room. Let me know where you're from. You don't even know how to go. And a lot of you are like, okay, no, I can't do anything new because this is all I know. This is what I've been doing. This is what I've been programmed to do. I can't do anything new. And then when your dreams aren't coming through and when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you can't go anymore, you're looking around like this is not what I planned in my life. And so you're like, this is not what I planned in my life. I'm tired and exhausted. I don't know how to get out of survival mode, but I have to keep working this job because it's the job that I know. I have to keep working this job because it's what I know. It's what I've been doing. This is what you say, hey, what's your purpose? Oh, I've been doing this such and such for so long. No, that's your programming. You haven't been doing it for so long. And so when you start looking at different things, when you start pulling in things and say, hey, how do you start creating income? How do you create a life that you really like? How do you start building something on here to get out of survival mode so that you can live, so that you can go on, so that you can go? So, hey, let me know where you're from in the comments. I'm excited that you're here. Hey, Self Love G, I'm excited that you're here. How do you get into a realm where you're able to thrive, have the income, and have the memories together? Because a lot of people, they get stuck. They get stuck on, I've done this certain thing. I've been doing this. I don't know what to do next. This is all I know. This is all I've been building for. This is all I've been doing for years upon years upon years upon years. And now I'm drained. I don't even know what it feels like to actually turn my brain off. You're stuck in survival mode. You're the high achiever. When you look around, you're like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what's taking place. I'm surviving. I'm thriving. And you look around, you can't even breathe on vacation. You can't even breathe when you have a day off because you're always stuck to the email. You're stuck in that programming survival mode. You're stuck. Hey, let me know where you're from in the comments as you come in. You're stuck in that survival mode. You don't know what it looks like, how to go forward. And that's a big issue for you. Like, okay, I'm one of the top people in my company, but every day I feel like I'm tired. I'm one of the top people. I do the most work. I'm the hardest working, but every day I feel like I'm tired. I don't even know how to show up for myself. I don't know how to move myself from this state of I want to be high performing, well paid, and well rested. If you're not high performing, well paid, and well rested, we have an issue. And that's exactly what is important. Okay. Let me know. Are you on your way to work this morning? What are you doing this morning? Let me know. Tap the screen. Let me know you're here. Give me a follow. I'm pretty excited about this to teach you, hey, how do you go from survival mode to building something online? That doesn't take a lot of time from you. How do you go from survival mode to breathing? How do you get out of survival mode? All right, there's a couple of things here. So the first thing you have to do is you got to figure out what does it look like for you to be consistent, right? People are like, oh, I can't be consistent. I can't be consistent. Oh, you absolutely can be consistent because a lot of y'all get up and go to a job every day consistently. All right. A lot of y'all go live and clock up and say, hey, every day I'm consistent because I do these things. Every day you clock in, every day you show up, every day you do the work your boss tells you to do. So you're consistent. You just want a life right now that you can't be consistent in. Your priorities don't align with what you want. Hey, let me know where you're from in the comments. I'm excited that you're here. All right. Let me know what time is it there. Is it 8 a.m., 7 a.m., 6 a.m.? What coast are you on? I'm super pumped. So you're like, hey, you can be consistent. Absolutely. You can be consistent. It's just this is not a priority for you. It's not a priority for you to really look around and say, hey, what can make sense for me? What tools are out there where I can make more income without sacrificing more time? And that's exactly what I help you do. I help you understand you can get the income and keep your time without sacrificing. You can be consistent when you really want to be consistent. And I was talking to another girl about this other day, and she, high thriving, killing it in her job, and tired. It's like, hey, I'm so tired, right? I'm making the money I want. I'm so tired. And I was like, hey, I understand where you are. You're tired. So let's look at something else. And she was like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can be consistent in that. I said, but you're consistent every day in being tired. That doesn't make any sense. So you want to be consistent and thrive, or do you want to be consistent and be tired? And we had this combo. We kept going on with this combo. And she's like, you know what? This is the amount of money I make. I don't know if I can make it anywhere else. I hate what I do. Hey, let me know where you're from. Let me know. Hey, if you work, go ahead and tap that screen. All right. Tap that screen if you work. All right. And then give me a follow. Let me know you're here. Give me a follow. I'm excited. Right. So she's like, hey, I make the amount of money that I make, but I can't do anything else. I'll be leaving my lifestyle on the table. I'll be leaving this everything I've been working for gone. And I said, no, you'll be leaving being tired, exhausted, and draining, complaining. I want you to be leaving, but you don't have to just leave something for no reason. You can build something on the side. Hey, let me know where you're from in the comments. You can build on the side so that you can thrive. You can build on the side so that you can understand, hey, what do you really want to do in life? Because some of y'all might want to stay where you are in your roles. You do. You just don't want to be stuck there. You want it to be an option for you. Some of y'all are going to work every day and you're like, hey, I love what I do, but the money isn't good. Then if you had another stream of income, if you had income coming in, the right tools, the right resources, you could do what you love. I want to help you get the best of both worlds all the time. I want to help you do what you love, and I want to help you make the income. And that's my number one goal. I want to show up here every day around this time and say, hey, someone's going to work today. Someone's clocking in. Someone's not happy. Someone's not feeling it. I want to help you understand you can have the best of both worlds. You can have the money and the memories together. And that's exactly what people do. Hey, let me know where you're from in the comments. I'm excited that you're here. And how do you do that? How do you get to do what you love and get the income together? You're already high achieving. I want you to enjoy the life that you live. I want you to enjoy the life that you're already in. All right. I'm here and I'm there. Hey, I'm on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. Okay. Hey, let me know where you're from. Tap that screen. I'm excited. Okay. So do you want to know what am I doing? If you do, tap the screen. If you want to know what am I doing, that's allowing people to have both money and the memories together. Tap the screen. I'm super excited about that. Okay. Because when you can have both of these things together, when you can have the money and you can have the memories together, when you can have the income, when you can have the things in your life, you can thrive. And people are like, "Oh, this is not a dream. This is not a scam." What's a scam is that you go to work every day and you're exhausted. What's a scam is that you keep showing up and you keep showing up and you're tired and tired and tired. Hey, Rebecca. They always call me Rebecca because my name is Reba and they think it's short for that. How do you move along into a way that you can actually thrive and you can live? This is the only thing I want you to do. Thrive, live, and move forward. And when you're able to do these things, when you're able to see what's happening, when you're able to do that, you just need the right tool. You need to be able to ask the right questions. You need to be able to move in a way that makes sense for you. You need to be able to say, hey, I understand how to make this work in my life. I can be consistent because when you're consistent, you can prioritize. And that's exactly how we do. I help you understand, hey, you can have the world. You can have the world if you're willing to show up for yourself, if you're willing to be out here. And so when I help people go from 0 followers, like, okay, I have no followers. How do I make money? Going from 0 followers to making money is not hard, especially when you already have the high achievement mindset. Going from 0 followers to money is not hard. All right, how many of y'all have more than 1,000 followers? Tap the screen. All right, if you have more than 1,000 followers, leave me a comment over here on YouTube. All right. So what do you do? You have to understand that making money online it's not a gimmick. Making money online is not crazy. It's that you have to understand that making money online as a high achiever means that you're pulling your high achieving energy and you're building your followers compared to do what you do. You're building it so that you can understand what it's like to move forward. All right. And I teach you how to do this in the digital space. I help you understand building a digital space, building your digital real estate so that you can grow who you are, building your digital real estate so that you can be in a community who's like, hey, I'm for you. I'm with you. This is what happened. Hey, welcome to the room. Let me know where you're from. All right. So I want you to go here. Screenshot that. All right. It's going back down. Screenshot that. There it goes. All right. Because I want to help you. How are you high achieving? You can go from 0 followers. Hey, let me know where you're from in the comments. Let me know what's happening. What did you eat for breakfast? All right. Let me know in the comments. You can be high achieving, go from 0 followers to making money. And actually, I prefer everybody that we work with to go from 0 followers. I prefer you to have 0 followers. that means you haven't even started branding your page yet. That means you haven't even started branding out. And so we can teach you how to brand. We can show you what it's like. And if you're like, hey, I'm tired of being where I am, go ahead, link in my bio, click that, go ahead, go to moneyonmedia.com and go. Because if you're tired of where you are and you want something new, you're just looking for the right tools. And I want to help cut all that noise out for you, right? High achieving, 0 followers, burned out. But all you need is the skills. All you needed is something to grow. I too started with no social media following. I started with nothing. All right. And this is exactly how we show you what it's like. We show you what it's like to brand yourself so that you can be out here, so that you can understand our community is top notch. And when you're out here in a community and you're building your digital real estate, it starts to come together. It starts to make sense so that you can thrive online. You can thrive online. You can thrive in life. Hey, double tap that screen. Let me know that you're here. I'm excited. How do you do this? All right. So people are like, how much money can you make? That's really up to you. How much money would make your life different? All right. Would $1,000 a month make your life different? Would $9,000 make your life different? And for me, I needed over $10,000 for my eyes to perk up to say, hey, is this real? Can this be done? Hey, let me know where you're from in the comments. Double tap that screen and give me a follow. I'm excited. $10,000 for me meant, hey, I can look up and I have the option to start seeing what's out there. Some people need $5,000. Whatever you need in the month is what you need for your income and for your bills. Hey, what's up? Thank you. I'm excited you're here. And so a lot of people are like, okay, how do you do this? Well, simply, I just follow a system. I follow a program that gives me step by step on what to do. So I'm not guessing, y'all. You know, I'm not going to be out here guessing anything. What needs to happen? How do you get in this program? How does it make sense for you? And if you're like, hey, everybody, I don't want to invest, I don't know what to tell you, because you can be out here on TikTok and YouTube all day long, but you wouldn't be looking at this right now if you were having success. I want to condense that time for you. I want to condense that time, compress it so that you can get the max amount of learning. You can implement in your life and you can start thriving. Because last year I was exhausted, tired, and burned out. I didn't even know how to keep my head up. I was done. Like, it was tears every morning. I would cry going to work. I would cry getting into bed. I would cry at night. I was just trying to figure out, how do I get off this hamster wheel? I built this life to where I wanted it, and now I hate it. It was like my dream was crushed. You ever had your dreams crushed? Tap that screen. Tap the screen. You had your dreams crushed, all right? I worked so hard to get there. I worked hard for the income that I had. And I was like, wow, like, this is not what I imagined this income would feel like. And so I walked away from that, all right? Why? Because it was a program and a system that helped me see something else is better out here. Y'all, we have an amazing community. I need my big iPad, right? The community is amazing. So I'm gonna walk you through. How do you become high achieving? You can be high achieving when you have a community behind you, when you have something behind you, when you have your digital real estate working for you 24/7. How do you become high achieving and thriving out of survival mode? Is you have to learn how to use automations in the digital space. Hey, let me know where you're from in the comments. Double tap that here. If you're here on YouTube, leave me a comment, leave me an emoji. TikTok, leave me an emoji, let me know you're here. How do you build your digital real estate so that it's working for you 24/7 while you're figuring out what do you want to do in your life? We're all super complex. We all have multiple roles. Some of us are moms, some of us are dads, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, workers, managers, leaders, volunteers. We all have multiple roles. And as you're doing that, if you're building a system that's working for you, the automations work for you in the background. What's happening? You're all like, oh, this sounds great. Too real to be true. This is exactly how we kind of move that dial. How do you move that dial so that, hey, let me know where you're from in the comments. Let me know you're here. Double tap the screen. Give me a follow. How do you go out of survival mode? So digital real estate helps you build that 24/7. We walk you through, hey, emails equal connection. How do you get emails without ever being told no? All right. People subscribe into your system. They can unsubscribe. There's no phone calls involved in this program. We're not calling people. We're not trying to make things happen. We're not begging people. We simply teach you how to brand yourself so you can pull in your perfect customer. And your perfect customer is waiting for you. There's someone out there who's just like you, who's like, hey, either I don't know any tech. Absolutely. Me neither. All right. I don't know what a funnel is. I did not either. I don't even know how to collect emails. I didn't either. There's someone out there just like you who's frozen because they don't want to move because they don't know something. And for those of you outside the room, hey, and then some of y'all are like window watchers, they don't know. So right. So hey, I don't have time. I didn't either. All right. I hear all the time, hey, I don't have time. I was like, you all, I was working 40, 60 hours a week and time was not on my side, but I knew I wanted something that I could do in the nooks and crannies of my day to start making an income and making it work. Hey, Evie, make it work for me. And so when I started building in these things, when I started doing things that someone over here just wrote a comment. When I started doing things to really help me understand, hey, what does this look like for me? And this over here just went dark. Okay, there we're back. We're back, YouTube. All right, welcome. Sorry, YouTube over here went dark. I don't know what's happening. I did not have time. I was like, exactly. I don't have time either. All right, I don't have time, but I understand if I want to change where I am, I want to change where I'm going. Hey, user. Hey, Laura, come in. All right, I want to expand what I have right now. I need to build something that I can do in the nooks and crannies of my day. I did not want to go back to direct sales. It was a great thing, but it took too much time. I did not want to go get a second job. Again, more time. So when I found, I was like, okay, I can make this 2-hour workday work for me. I can make this 2-hour workday make sense. And so I dived on in. I was like, okay, look, I can go here, take a screenshot. All right. I can go here. I can make this 2-hour workday work for me. Let me do this. I can make something happen. I can make something happen. I can figure it out. I just have to figure out who was my perfect customer. All right. Because my perfect customer was here. They're here. They're like, okay, we don't have time. There was no time for them. So figuring out who is it? All right. No time. Okay, well, perfect. We have no time. That's why we have the 2-hour workday. So you can build this out. The 2-hour workday is clutch. Sorry, over here. Sorry, y'all. The 2-hour workday is clutch because you can break it out over your time. Everybody has time to make 3 videos. I don't care what you say. All right, everybody has time to scroll for 30 minutes. So you have time to spend 30 minutes on copying and pasting free ads. It doesn't take a lot of skill, all right? They're like, okay, I have no tech. I'm like, okay, me neither. No tech, it's done for you. My handwriting is terrible, y'all. All right. So hey, I don't have any tech skills, Reba. I'm like, I didn't either. That's why I picked a done for you product. That's why I was like, okay, I don't have any tech skills. I didn't even know how to scroll on TikTok. My kids had to teach me. No tech skills. I was like, I don't even know what this means. I literally followed the thing step by step. All I did was edit my stuff. So if you go here to moneyonmedia.com, put your email address in, you'll see, hey, it says Reba in certain spots. Why? Because it was done for me. You'll see my picture done for me. All right. No tech skills was not going to hold me back. No time. I could feel they were just feeling everything I was throwing at them. Okay, I had no time. I have no tech skills. I can't do this. They're like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. Well, I was like, I don't want anybody telling me no. Direct sales, you get a lot of no's. All right. I don't want any rejection. And I'm like, okay, so there's a no rejection system. I don't want any rejection. Okay, so this is what happened. All right. So I'm like, I don't want to be told no. All right. Because that really sucked in when I was in direct sales, having to call someone, having to write someone. I'm like, oh no, I'm not interested. In this business, all right, it's no rejection. We're not calling anybody. They can go into my emails, they can read it. If they don't like it, they can unsubscribe themselves. All right. It's a rejection-free business. You don't have to call anybody. So what else is happening for me? I'm like, I'm already exhausted. I don't want to do anything else. It's like, I'm already exhausted. I don't want to do anything else. All right. So exhaustion. I was exhausted over here. I was like, and then automations, they work for you 24/7. These automations, oh, here we go. Sorry, y'all. These automations are working for you when you're not working. When you're tired, your automations are going for you. And when you're building this out, your automations are working for you. So there's something working for you 24/7. When you're like, hey, I can't go anymore. Hey, I'm tired. Hey, I'm at my kids' sports. But the automations love on your customer for you. They're tailored to you. You go in there, you tailor them to you. They're all thirsty. You tailor the automations to you so that you can start understanding what's taking place. So you can start going on and saying, hey, I'm exhausted. Something's working for me 24/7. I'm exhausted. I have this program. I have this system. I was talking to one of my kids yesterday, and they're just like, I want to do this thing, but the amount of work it's going to take me to get there is going to be exhausting. And I said, just plan it out. Like, what are you falling for, a tool or a system? You shouldn't be this tired trying to go after your dreams. I don't believe in being tired and the broke thing that, oh, you got to be broke and you got to be tired to go after your dreams. I don't take that narrative to people because I want people to understand. I want you to thrive. I want you to literally live your life in a way that makes sense for you, and being exhausted and broke isn't there. I don't want you living for the weekend and then look at your account to see, can you make the weekend happen? I want to give you a tool that helps you thrive. I want you to understand, hey, you don't have to go chase the money when you have automations working for you. You don't got to go chase the people when you have automations working for you, but you do have to be willing to give yourself 2 hours spread out over the day of time of what you can do. And we give you those exact steps. So you're not guessing. What do you do for these 2 hours? You're not guessing. I told you already. Listen, you're going to do free ads. We're going to give you where to paste the ads. You're going to copy, paste, and post. If you can do that, you can make an income. You can at least make a couple $1,000s a month just doing that. If you're like, hey, I want to be an adventurous, right? I want to go a little bit further. What you do want to go further. You know, all right. When you're making $900 a sale, imagine if you had 10 of those sales. That's $10,000 coming into your account each month. All right, $9,000. $9,000 coming into your account. All right. If you make 12 customers at $900, you're over $10,000 for the month. That's $10,000 in your pocket that no one else is getting part of the profit. And that made sense for a lot of people. Okay, if you can get 12 customers, then you can get 20 customers. Some of y'all don't need 12 customers, right? Some of y'all need like $4,500 a month. That's what, $900 customers coming in, and you're not having to do any of this crazy extra work because these automations were teaching you how to build your digital real estate. So if you're like, hey, I want something new, go to my link in my bio, click the link, go to www.moneyonmedia.com, go there, take a screenshot real quick. This is going to be it. Here you guys go. Take a screenshot. Go there, look at it, and say, hey, how can you make this work for you? Let me grab a tissue, all right? How do you make this work for you? How does it go? How do you live your best life, all right, without sacrificing anything else? Taking this off, and this is what counts. Oh, and so in this program, because there's an investment, right? In this program, you have community, which is the number one thing people are like, oh, I don't want to be anything on myself. I want people who understand me, but I don't want any more fake friends. If you've been in different businesses, you know talking about fake friends. They're only there when they're making money off you. When they stop making money off you, they're not your friend anymore. They're not being nice. They really don't want to work with you. You've just been their cash cow. I knew I did not want to be anybody's cash cow again. I didn't want anybody making money off of me again. And so when I found this community, I was like, okay, people want community. Hey, thank you. I'm excited that you're here. People want community. In our community, we have 53,000 people who all make money for themselves, but not by themselves. Now, this is bananas, all right? People want training. In fact, people want training so much that they might do trainings and not make an income because they want to be done. Here. All right. There's a training here that you can plug into, you can look at, all right? People want community, people want training. People want to know how to implement. Implementation. They want to know, how do we implement? What does it look like? All right. So people are like, hey, you want community. Listen, our community is lit, y'all. It's lit. There's like 53,000 people in there. People who truly get to say, you get to make all the money. You get to keep 100% of the profits. But the people in the community who are working with you are also like, hey, we're making money off of this. This is what's happening. This is what's going on. This is what I made. I made $10,000 for the last couple of weeks, all right? And so when you can understand, when you can see people just like you making money, sharing their wins, sharing how are they moving forward, it makes sense, all right? We have trainings in the community that are 2 to 3 times a week. So you literally are understanding, hey, this is what's taking place. This is what's going on. This is how I'm moving. You have people in the community who teach you how to implement. Every day, Michelle, our $1 million mentor, gives us a video and implementation practices. Are you implementing what she's saying? And yesterday she had a live training for our legacy group, and people just in here asking her questions, and she's answering them one by one. No scares. All right. So, hey, let me know. Go to the link in my bio, tap that screen. I'm excited that you're here. Digital Coach T. Hey, welcome. I'm pumped that you're all here. and it's going to be an amazing journey for you. So then why are you just waiting on yourself? The only person that you're waiting on truly is you. You're like, hey, in this program, you get it all. But a lot of you keep buying different courses, trying to piecemeal things together. And you're like, I don't really know what's happening out here. This can't be real. It's because you're trying to piecemeal things together. You're trying to use scissors when you should be using bolt cutters. You're using the wrong tool. You're in the right area, but you're using the wrong tools to get there. And that's one of the biggest things. People are looking everywhere. All these tools out, all these tools. Hey, we've got all these tools happening. We've got all these things going on. You got all these tools taking place, but you don't have the tools to help you build a following on social media. You don't have the tools to help you build, not just a following, people who are your customer. You don't want just anybody on social media. It'll mess the algorithms up. You're posting at the wrong times of day because you don't know when to post. You're posting at times of day that don't make sense for you or your perfect customer. Your customer is like, hey, girl, we tired. We don't even know what to happen here. All right. Your perfect customer is like, hey, this isn't our time of day. So how do you find your perfect customer? We outline that for you. We outline, hey, what are you looking at to bring that person to you? All right. Attraction marketing. How do you bring people to you in the room so that they understand what you're doing, what you're working with, and who you are? Because you're your brand. You're that person who's going to bring the right person to you. As you work out, as you live, and as you start going from survival mode to thriving, you'll find out who you actually really are under each layer. You'll find out, okay, I really am this happy person under all these layers, or just had years of buildup. And I've been in survival mode for so long. I'm so done. I'm so tired. When you start decreasing that and you get out of survival mode into thriving, you realize exactly how much is going to change in your life because you start to change. You start to feel better. You start to look better. People are like, man, you really are smiling these days. You're really looking good. You really look like, oh, you're not drowning in a zombie. You really start to enjoy your life. That's exactly, I help people understand, hey, you can enjoy your life, right? Again, I work with powerhouse women. I'm going to do a Q&A this weekend. I'm going to do a Q&A this weekend. I work with powerhouse women who make the income, but not the memories. A lot of y'all are at work right now. So I'll probably start going live a little bit earlier because people that I need are probably in a meeting by now already. All right. I don't want you in the meetings. I want you living. I want you being able to go where you need to go. Take your kids, take your family, your spouse, your parents. We're getting older now. Someone's taking care of our parents. Take your parents where they need to go, what needs to happen without you trying to constantly worry about, do you need to use PTO? Do you have to take different types of leave? I want you to be able to enjoy your life and do what needs to be done. Michelle over our group had a family incident and they said that insurance didn't cover it. And she said, I covered everything. That was eye-opening for me. She covered everything, all the medical fees, just from her digital marketing money. And I was like, wow, you know how much that is? I help with insurance. And so I was like, wow, you just covered everything. You know what a blessing that is, that you can just take this. She's like, this is why I built digital marketing. I'm already a high achiever. I just needed the income to go with it. I built this out. So when my family incident happened, I covered everything in cash. The doctor said, we're saying this. I was like, I don't care. Give her what she needs. It's paid for. Hey, Joe, let me know where you're from in the comments. And that's the kind of life I help people build. I help you build a life where you don't have to look around and say, hey, we can't afford that. You can get the best medical care for your family. You can get the private doctors if you need it because it's no longer a thought for you. You're no longer just basing your life on one different thing. You're able to really understand, hey, you can have what you need. You can have what you want, but you just have to understand, how do you get there? What does it look like? And so I'm doing a live Q&A this weekend. If you want to be on that Q&A list, we keep it really small, about 10 people. That way people can ask questions and feel comfortable. Go to the link in my bio, give me a follow. Because I want to walk you through, hey, ask the questions. What's coming up? What do you have? Go to www.moneyonmedia.com. Put in your email. You'll get a video. It'll answer about 99% of your questions. The other 1% you can email me back, or you can join our live Q&A this week. But you have to be on that email list if you even want to think about getting a live Q&A. And it's not just me. All right. So I want to help you understand, how do you go from thriving? For me, it was, hey, I need about 12 customers a month. I need right over 10K to start making my eyes lift. Because that would give me about what I would make in the corporate space. That would open my eyes. And so even how long enough, last year when I started this, I matched my paycheck, and I was wild. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. This is really possible. I'm just a regular person, y'all. I'm a regular person, regular American, nothing fancy about me. I stutter, all right? If you've been here long enough, you know that already. But I was willing to follow the system to open the doors for my life. I was willing to follow the system and okay, this is a proven system. I'm willing to follow it. I didn't have the creative space. It wasn't in my dream. Hey, let me know you're here. Double tap that screen. Let me know where you're from. I didn't have the creative space last year when I started this because I was so exhausted and tired. I was just run down from years of working. And so when I followed this Done For You system, I had the whole thing up and running in 2 days. And I was like, okay, this is definitely doable. I need those little small increments of success if you want to keep my attention. All right, because I'm like, listen, I'm already dying in my American dream that I built my corporate career around. I'm already dying in that American dream. I want something else that can help me see little glimmers of light. And it was that. I was in profit mode in 6 days. So yeah, I had the business up and running in 2 days. I was in profit mode in 6 days. And by week 3, I was already matching my paycheck. I was like, okay, this is definitely possible. And at that time, I still didn't really understand what was happening. I was just willing to follow this program. I was willing to follow the system. I was willing to do the daily training. Like yesterday's training was 2 minutes. You follow daily training, you implement. You follow it, you implement. And so the word overwhelm had no space in my vocabulary. But what happened from that was I don't believe in mixing my money. And everybody's different. So I keep my digital marketing money in a different account. I just wanted to see it grow. I wanted to see what can we do with it that would make sense for me. And so my biggest win and what really changed and really got me excited is last year when school started, we got these school supplies list. My kids needed Mac laptops and iPhones on their list. Not just any iPhone. They need like iPhone 14s or better. I went to the store. We came out with, I think, 2 different Macs, ordered the iPhones, and I just used my digital marketing account. I said, hey, everything's taken care of. And everybody was like, oh, I felt like it's not even out my main account. It's out my digital marketing account. And so typically something that huge come up, you're pulling it out of your main account. You're like, it's kind of like, oh, okay, use the main account, let the money hit, and then we'll recalibrate from there. No, my main account was still my main account. It still had the income in it. It still had the stuff in it. I used my digital marketing money just to buy that. And you know what? I felt lighter. I'm like, hey, okay, this is it. This is the life. You can just buy what you want without looking back. You can buy what you want without having to look at your account. I was like, hey, listen, I'm already high achieving what I do. I know I'll put the work in, but now my brain was there with me. And right, I tell you, before I was exhausted and stressed out, my brain finally caught up and was like, hey, girl, we can do this. We can make this happen for you. And so when I started, and then I really got excited. Thought, okay, if I can do this, I can help other professionals build an income to match it without just leaving in dire despair. I help them overlap their income. How do I help other professionals overlap their income? And then they can decide, is what they're doing in their corporate space really what they want to do? Then they can decide, are they going to attract their perfect customer so that they can thrive? All right. So we do not chase people in this. There's no phone calls. All right. I can teach professionals how to have automations in their email. So while they're working, something is working for them. All right. It's like having 2 of you. It's like having 5 of you. So automations are legit. It's like having 5 of you. 4 people are working on digital marketing. All right. Your digital real estate's already out there. It's building its brand and you're doing what you've been doing at work. But now you're able to sit at lunchtime and get a ding of like, oh, I had $900 at lunchtime. Oh, I had $600 at lunchtime. You're able to be doing what you're doing. So we're overlapping that income for you. So you're not stressed out. You're not in the rigmarole trying to figure it out. Overlapping that income. And then you get to decide as a professional, as a corporate person, as your own business owner working all the hours. You get to decide, is this something that you want to do for long term? And you come to that crossroad where you're like, okay, I've matched my corporate income or I've matched my business income. What do I really want to do? Some of you guys might stay in your job because you just love what you do, but now you have the freedom to breathe because you're not depending on it. Some of you may leave that job because you want the freedom to breathe, and now you have the income to keep your lifestyle. Nothing wrong with that. I am not against dropping your lifestyle. All right. That was a big component for me. I'm not going to change my lifestyle. I might have been sad into that, but I wasn't going to change It would mean that we couldn't live where we were living. It would mean that I had to let go of my house, let go of the area that we're in. And I love the area that we're in. And so I wanted something to overlap the income that I can decide, what do I really want to do? And you know what? I started feeling lighter at work because when those pays hit, they say waking up money is great. No, getting money while you're at work is great. All right. Because you're like, listen, I don't got to be here. You're here because do you really want to be here? Now you get to decide, do you really want to be here when those checks are coming in, when you're getting that income coming in while you're already at work? You get to decide that. And then you can build this anywhere that you go. It's not just in America. So we were in Curacao last year, woke up, beautiful morning, woke up, palm trees. You could hear the animals. You could see the beach. And my phone went off and went like a little ding. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, hey, I think that payout was $1,800. It might have been $2,000. Whatever it was, I was like, oh, that's wild. We're out here and I'm getting paid. I had not posted anything because we're just relaxing. And so that shows you the power of digital real estate. That shows you the power of automations, having something be built up for you that's working for you consistently. So that if you don't have time, it has time. Social media has plenty of time. There's 5 billion people out here on social media. You can definitely do something to grow your income. That's not affiliate marketing, because affiliate marketing takes a lot of time and you only get a percentage. When someone was like, hey, look at affiliate marketing, look at this. I was like, well, I might get 30 cents. I might get $2. I think the max I saw was $9. And I was like, okay, if I do 10 sales at 30 cents, I don't know, that is $3. If I do 10 sales at $9, that's $90. I was like, but I can do 10 sales at 900 and it's 9,000. You tell me, would you want 90 or 900? All right. Would you want $3? If you do our $600 product, 10 times 6 is what? 10 times 600 is $6,000. If you're good at math, let me know in the comments. All right. Because math's not my thing. All right. So 10 times $600 product, $6,000. Okay. So even if I did the $600 product and I sold 10 of those, that's $6,000. Compared to if I sold something that's $9, let's see, 6 times or $6, 10 times, right? I can do 60 and 6,000. I can decide, hey, I'm going to go with being right. I can spend less time online, but I can maximize my income. I can compress the amount of time it takes me to make the income that I'm making in the corporate space. And I felt lighter. Like people are like, oh, you're actually, but you're a lot lighter this year. You're a lot free. Yeah, I'm not stressed out. I'm not tied to the corporate income. I literally am not tied to the corporate income. So that for me felt a lot better. Hey, whoever keeps trying to join my live, you're not joining my live. I don't even know where you are. All right. So it's a no. I'm going to decline you every time. Because if you're not in this program, I really don't know you. I don't know what you're about. And I have a lot of standards, you all, that I stick to, right? Like I stick to standards. I stick to my hours in the day. I stick to positivity. And the community that I'm in. The community that I'm in is great, all right? There's people in here. We're all making our own money. Our money's staying in our pocket. I'm not sharing my profits with anybody else. No one's getting a percentage of my sales. So when I make $900, okay, Stripe takes out like $10. So $809. But still, it's in my pocket, all right? No one in here is making money off me. So it's just a great group of people who really understand we're doing this to build our lives. And you think, hey, the market is saturated. The market is not saturated at all, not even a little bit. Why? Because there's 5 billion people online. And I think digital marketing, which is the way to go, I'm selling online, is like 2%. It's not saturated. Get that out your mind. If it was, a lot of us wouldn't be here. We're just regular moms and dads, regular sisters and brothers out here making income online because it makes sense for us. It's how we are making our moves in life. It's how we're expanding who we are, expanding our not only our accounts, but expanding our ability to connect with others because we have that amount of freedom now. If that's you, all right, go to the link in my bio, give me a follow, or go to www.moneyonmedia.com. I'll write it on here. I'm getting ready to hop off. Let's see, www.moneyonmedia.com. Oh, hold on. Take a picture super quick. All right, here. So I'm going to go to YouTube first. And then I'm going to come up here to TikTok. Here we are. Screenshot that. All right. And I will see you all soon. I'm going to hop off here. I've had a great morning. I'll bet tomorrow morning about 6:30 Central Time. I will see you all soon. Have a blast. Take care. And I can't wait to connect. I'm excited for you to grow. Bye. Bring your friends. All right.